What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. I'm Amaan from Project XTalk, and today I will be giving you all my thoughts on XCloud, Microsoft's very own cloud gaming service. We will be going through all the different features it has to offer and determine if the system is worth it and could it replace your console. So let's get into it. So let's see what you really need to get the system started. So the requirements, all you really need is a smartphone that supports xCloud and an Xbox controller. At the moment, xCloud app is only available on Android devices, but so Apple support is set to drop later this year. To access xCloud, you will need to have the Xbox Game Pass app on your smartphone and a stable internet connection. Through this app, you can access a wide variety of games available on Game Pass, which we will go through later in this video. There's also a bunch of accessories that can make the experience of cloud gaming better. These accessories include the Razer Kishi, the PowerA Bluetooth controllers, and 8BitD's SN30 Pro controller and clip are some that catch the eye. I haven't used any of them, so I can't recommend any of them for you or advise against any of them. The requirements for xCloud are quite basic, as you don't really need any fancy accessories. They'll just make the experience a little better, but they're not a necessity. All you need is a phone and an Xbox controller, and that will do the trick. So now let's talk about performance. I've had mixed feelings about it and mixed experiences. At times I couldn't tell that I'm not playing on my console, and at times it can get worse than remote play, which is not the best, as we all know. It is not good for multiplayer or fighting games at all. I highly advise against it because your KD will take a massive hit. I had a good time playing games such as Hellblade, The Medium, and other narrative-driven indie games. So as far for performance, when playing narrative story-driven games that aren't as fast-paced as fighting games or multiplayer games or shooter games, you won't really notice it because the frame rate drops happen quite a lot, especially if your Wi-Fi is not stable enough. This was like really noticeable when I was playing games like Minecraft Dungeons or Killer Instinct, but in the end it all comes down to your internet connection. Out of all the gaming services on the market, I think this has to be the best one there is, and especially for the monthly fee you're paying. You get Game Pass games. Most Game Pass games are on xCloud, which is great. Game Pass is a great value. There's a tons of games you can play. There's almost all of Bethesda's library, and all Halo games, Gears games, all of them are available there. So that makes this one of the greatest cloud gaming services, if not the greatest. Now, don't get me wrong, xCloud is a great service, but it's still in its early stages and there's so much more room for improvement. xCloud is designed for casual gamers, people who only play around 2 to 3 hours a week. So if you're a hardcore gamer, you won't really benefit from it, because if you play majority of the time on your console or PC, this won't really be of much use to you. But if you also play a lot of games and travel quite a lot, this can be a great substitute for someone who does not have a Nintendo Switch or PS Vita. This can easily do the trick, as whenever you're traveling, you can pull out your phone, pull out your controller, and start playing. I think that's Xbox target audience. People who play a lot of games and the casual gamers who usually play on smartphones to access these games. So their main priority is accessibility with this, and I think they're doing a great job with that. So is xCloud good enough to replace your console? In short, no, because gaming on a console is a whole different experience. If you've had a console before, you will immediately notice a difference because it just feels kind of off. And if you've been playing on console for a long time, it is different and will take a long time to get used to. It took me certainly around 2 weeks to get used to, because it's weird and awkward playing in the position you're playing in on a smartphone with an Xbox controller. While using xCloud, you also have to bear in mind that you are not a target audience. If you play a lot of games, you are not the target audience. The target audience is people who play at a more casual level, only around 3 to 4 hours max in a week. So I think that's what Xbox are trying to do here. Their main priority is accessibility and building an environment and reaching the 2 million gamers around the world that play on their smartphone. So getting into those devices is really going to give them a boost in popularity among gamers. xCloud is a good service, but at the moment it is lacking quite a few features, and there are a lot of frame drops almost every time I play. So overall, I would give the service a 6.3 out of 10. So that was my review of XCloud. Thank you all for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. So please make sure to leave a like if you found this helpful. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And I will see you all again very, very soon.